Zakaria bintu Kunyak Putih, or famously known as the legendary P. Ramlee, was born on the 22nd March 1929 in the northwest state of Malaysia, Pulau Pinang. He received his education in 4 schools throughout his journey growing up, which are Sekolah Melayu Kampung Jawa, Francis Light English School, Penang Free School, and lastly, Japanese Navy School, the place where he learned the basics of music. He was married 3 times throughout his lifetime, but he remained with Saloma, the legendary singer, until his last breath. On 29th May 1973, Malaysia was struck by the news of P. Ramlee's passing. He passed away due to a heart attack in his house in Jalan Dedap, Kuala Lumpur. P. Ramlee was a magnificent man in the entertainment industry. He was an actor, singer, director, scriptwriter, composer, musician, and also a producer. The kickstart of his acting career began in 1948, where he played a role in the film Cinta. Shortly after the film was released, B.S. Rajans, who was a director, was attracted to Ramlee's talents and offered him to work at one of the biggest studios in Singapore, Studio Jalan Ampas, which was owned by the Shaw brothers. He then starred in Rajans' film Fate in 1949. 7 years after that, he directed his first film in Studio Jalan Ampas, which was Penarik Beca, and continued to produce more masterpieces in the following years, such as Tiga Abdul, Madu Tiga, Doremi, and my personal favourite, Bujang Lapok. All of his films had hidden messages and moral values, which made his crafts unique in its own ways. In the music industry, P. Ramlee was one of the most respected musicians during his golden days, with an extraordinary talent to play various instruments like the violin, guitar, and the piano. He shined as bright as a diamond. He started to record his songs at a recording company named EMI in 1951 and has released popular songs that is still relevant until this day today, like Getaran Jiwa, Tunggu Sekejap, Bunyi Gitar, and Malam Bulan di Pagar Bintang. His deep bass voice makes him special, and his songs capture the attention of music lovers all across the globe. Throughout his career, he has contributed a lot to our beloved country. With a total of 66 films and around 400 songs, P. Ramlee has won plenty awards, which encompasses local and even international ones. He was featured in the Utusan Film and Sport magazine and has won plenty awards at the International Film Festival in Tokyo, Berlin, and Paris. However, not all days will be bright. Eventually, fate has turned on P. Ramlee's back at the peak of his career. In 1968, his recording company EMI, who has profited a lot by his fame, decided to terminate his contract by saying that his music is no longer selling and he is now disliked by the society. Then, due to political reasons, the Shaw brothers asked him to move to Kuala Lumpur and work in Merdeka Studios, but the equipments there were old and not as good as the ones in Singapore. He tried to produce new films with various genres to attract the locals, but the attention was shifted to fresh Hollywood films during that era. Then, he was kicked out of Profima, which was a union for creative directors, as they said that P. Ramlee was not good enough, and was replaced by a younger director whom graduated in the film and directing field at a university in London. But P. Ramlee did not give up. He wanted to make coloured films to level up Malaysia's film game, but his loans were rejected by the national banks as they were not too keen of Ramlee's intentions. Indeed, P. Ramlee's life wasn't a smooth climb. His journey was filled with thorns and deceit. He was taken for granted by many. But there are a lot of lessons we can eventually learn from his story. Firstly, we should never give up on things we are passionate about. P. Ramlee worked hard until his last breath, even though his career was slowly declining. Also, we need to appreciate other people before it's too late. P. Ramlee received a lot of recognitions only after his death. And last but not least, treat other people with kindness and do not take advantage of other people around us, unlike the Shaw brothers and EMI.